22 jobs, one at a time. This is Backlog Buster's Final Fantasy V Single Job Challenge series. The core rule is to only use the assigned job. I'll be forced to go jobless using Freelancer until the assigned job becomes available. As soon as the job unlocks, I'll switch out of Freelancer and be locked into that job for the rest of the game, for better or for worse. I'll be doing my best to see the majority of the optional content, but it's going to depend on the individual job for some of it. As an additional challenge, I'm going to try and beat the game at as low a level as possible, and to minimize grinding, though some grinding is likely inevitable. Other than that, there are no restrictions. All equipment, game mechanics, and strategies are available to beat the game and see the credits. Working through that lengthy list one by one, this time I'll be playing Chemist. This is the last Earth Crystal job, so it's a little ways off. It's the longest ways off it's been in a while. You know the shtick, so just like with Summoner, I'm gonna rapid fire this to the Earth Crystal. But since I must have the continuity, I'll mention if something is mission critical while I explain Chemist. But Chemist is not at the Wind Crystal, which already shattered by the way. Chemist has a pretty wide array of equipment options. Standard daggers along with rods and flails. They also have access to both melee and magic sets. They do not get to use Magisa's whip though. Maybe, most surprisingly of all, is that Chemists rock a stat block that's almost entirely positive. These wacky little pharmacists get +2 strength while Bard is sitting at a -8. Very cool, Squaresoft. Thief is only +1 strength too, by the way. Chemists abusing their knowledge to juice hard. Speaking of strength, looks like Garula smashed the water crystal, but he's dead now. Moving right along, Chemist has a pretty sweet passive ability. This is the Mighty Pharmacology. Pharmacology just means your healing items heal for double. Lowly potions are now 100 instead of 50, and the standard healing item for World 2 onwards, the High Potion, now heals for 1,000. Spamming high potions has proven to be a very effective strategy, and Chemists are just better at it than everyone else. Sounds like the makings of a pretty casual playthrough. Casual, like smashing Liquid Flame's face in with a couple of frost rods. Fire Crystal Shards Part 1 acquired. Chemist's core ability is Drink. Drink lets you get a plethora of self-target buffs. These include both Haste and Protect, easily two of the best buffs in the whole game. There's also a lot of fun stuff like boosting your level and doubling your HP. Yeah, those are very solid, just like grabbing the Gauche and snagging the Elf Cape in the Escape from Karnak. Chemist is looking better and better by the minute. Just like Byblos looks a lot better when he's burned to a crisp with flame rods. God, I hate Byblos so much, it's unreal, bros. Surely the worst of Byblos is behind us. Surely. But here we are with the fire ship, and a mission critical nuance to Chemist arrives. Chemist's mix command requires special ingredients to use. These include turtle shells, dragon fangs, and dark matter. Most of these are commonly farmable from specific enemies, but dark matters are a bit of a problem. That's why right now, as freelancers, I'm heading to prototypes on this southern island. I'm not sure if this is gonna work because I've never tried it, but machines fear lightning, so I'm calling down the Thunder Rods. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. A few rounds of Thunder Rod smashes and I've got access to all of the dark matters I could ever possibly want. I do want a lot of them though. Smashing Thunder Rods is very expensive, but I can't get dark matters any other way right now. So I went to Black Flame Island to farm some Gil. I also took some time to farm Harvesters for Death Sickles. Then I alternated between farming prototypes for dark matters and farming Gil and EXP at Black Flame Island. This was a very long grinding session. I ended up getting to level 33, but it'll be fine. I'm just streamlining the rest of the game since I have dark matters out of the wazoo now. Now I'm collecting the last Fire Crystal Shards from the Black Chocobo and flying back to sit in mid because I had a vision of Arrakis. Shai Hulud here's in the front row and he's getting the Death Sickle and Ashura Container treatment. The Sandworm's dead before you can say, "Listen, okay." The King Tycoon hide-and-seek tournament ends abruptly, and then I'm picking up the new airship and facing off against the mighty Crayclaw. Just kidding. Death Sickle procs an instant kill. Now to raise the Ronka ruins, get the deets from sit in mid, and then trash Adamantoise with 2 frost rods. Easy game, easy life. The airship's adamantite clad and I'm flying into the sky. All of the Ronka ruins defenses are easily destroyed by thunder rods. The Soul Cannon emerges only to be absolutely obliterated by the exact same strategy. One Thunder Rod takes out the side launchers before they can even compute ult. Then the Soul Cannon is dead before it's even halfway charged. Beep beep boop beep. Get killed, idiot robots. The Earth Crystal's on the cusp. I'm racing through the wonky ronky ruins straight to the bottom. King Tycoon, would you please step aside so I can accept my bachelor's in chemistry? Archaeoavis blocks the job of the hour. Breathwing, dude, nice. I've learned from all 18 of my previous runs. I'm smashing Thunder Rods right off the bat. 3 Thunder Rods smashed, and the 4th is a heal. That means I'm just smashing a Flame Rod instead for a kill. But the revived form, revives itself. Elemental damage is no longer on the table. But this is where those wacky death sights come in. Archaeoavis is starting out by throwing another Breathwing too. Great. I'm on borrowed time here. Bart's had the ribbon from Karnak on, so yeah, you just keep trying to blind him with Tusk there, guy. I panicked a little bit when Maelstrom came out, but he followed up with Entangle instead of actually killing people. A big mistake, as he immediately got cut down by a flurry of Death Sickles. I've won, and I'm rewarded with a bunch of Chemist juices for drinking. Hey, you can actually use those. It's finally here, the Earth Crystal. I sure hope it doesn't shatter, releasing an evil warlock hell-bent on destroying all of existence and then himself. Rats. Finally, I get to break bad as a chemist. But Gloof keeps escaping my grasp. I've got to go get him. We have to cook. Since Chemist can actually use flails, I did some light experimentation, mainly as a little bit of homework for White Mage only. Seems like the flail's damage is okay, especially when directly compared to my best weapon, the Mage Mashers, which I picked up in Jack Hole. This is all because it's time for the Bart's World Meteor Roundup. Straight to Walls Meteor for the Bomb Squad. Mage Mashers have become a core strategy for anything that can equip a dagger. Just gotta get that silence off and he exploded. Great. Well fine then, let's try out the drink command instead. I can't buy more consumables just yet, but I have a lot of speed shakes from farming Black Flames. Haste is on. Sure, throw on Protect 2 with those iron drafts. I think I'm just gonna default to waiting for self-destructs this time around. Potions heal for 100 with pharmacology so I can actually weather the physicals easily. Every self-destruct is a Phoenix down unless it whiffs. Hey, you love to see that. The last bomb didn't really want to do anything, so the chemist finally got a clue and silenced it, then sliced it down. Next up is Karnak, where the mighty Titan is in the underground. I'll simply start with speed shakes for haste and begin the cutting. Damage status is pretty pathetic, but I'm in the back row, aren't I? I gotta be, there's no way the damage is this bad already. An Earthshaker comes out and it's pretty scary, but my potions do heal for 100. This really is better living through chemistry. It's pretty amazing how 100 health potions are actually worth considering over the standard 50. Titan goes down after 1,000 cuts, and I survive the final Earthshaker. But will I survive the suckening of the Chimera Brain? Well, of course, because I unlocked Mix. What's that prescription pad say? Phoenix down plus dark matter equals death potion, and that's an instant kill on the Chimera Brain. Yeah, I totally didn't know about the good mixes going into this, and if you're in the same boat and you want to skip all that nonsense, you should become a channel member on YouTube or check out the Patreon. Members get an exclusive spreadsheet filled to the brim with what I've deemed the good mixes. And there's a fun little chemist walkthrough too with all of the practical applications. Check it out if you're interested, and if you're not, well, you should like and subscribe to the video anyways. A special thanks to all of my Buster boys. And now the shilling ends, along with my brief grind sesh on Black Flame Island. I'm entering the Meteor Convergence, never to return home. Galoof's not gonna escape me that easily. These crystal shards aren't gonna sling themselves. Oh no, I've been abducted and jailed. Galoof busts me out, and I realize now that he's never had a job before. We'll just slap an honorary degree on him and call him a chemist anyways. Here's Guard Gilgamesh. I'm drinking a speed shake for haste and beginning the cutting. Mage Mashers win the day. Gilgamesh is now Gongamesh. The gang's back together and the girls unlocked Mix just as I escaped. It's truly time to cook. You know, I expected Chemists to be underperforming in the raw numbers department, but I'm pleasantly surprised. Granted, I am what you would consider over-leveled, but they're crushing it anyways. It's Gilgamesh round 2 on the big bridge. I will start by chugging the speedy drinks. Then I'm doing a double dark matter mix for Shadow Flare? Okay, that damage is not nearly as good as I expected it to be. So I'm not gonna waste any more dark matters on that. I'll just keep on slapping Gilgamesh with my hasted knives. But of course, a dedicated pharmacology potion chucker's keeping everyone alive. The mix list calls to me again. Alright, what's this say? Turtle Shell and Maiden's Kiss. Succubus Kiss, huh? Oh my god, that's the same damage as Shadow Flare and it sucks the health out? That's my out, I'm spamming it. Except that was my only Maiden's Kiss and I actually only have one more Turtle Shell. Learning is good, but that slurp put Gilgamesh into phase 2. He's beefed up, but I'm just gonna slice him down sub 100 HP at a time. Pharmacology came in clutch, kept me alive, and now Gilgamesh is out of here. God, I love haste. A few simple fights later and I'm barrier blasted to Ragol. New daggers, so that's pretty nice. But most importantly of all, potion seller! Sell me your strongest potions! What do you mean I can't handle them? Ragol and the rest of Galoof's world sells the chemist to drink potions in bulk. So I'm picking up all of them! Then of course, I'm grabbing the full item stockpile. High potions are going to be my main healing at 1000 HP a pop thanks to pharmacology. Maiden's Kisses are going to be useful for once, so I'm stockpiling them too. All of the other items too, since they all have unique and useful mixes. That was an expensive shopping spree. Good thing I'm a wealthy chemist and I can afford it all. But the only thing that money can't buy is Moogle friends. The underwater cave diving excursion is pretty easy, except when a blood slime shows up. I've got one succubus kiss for the first one, but the next battle's not so easy. Quick, new plan! I gotta drink up with haste and power before I can take them out. Good thing I stocked up on those beverages, because this fight's the only one that's showing up. Bro, where are the crabs? Oh, there they are. The Tyrannosaur is harassing the Moogle, and I know exactly how to deal with him, throwing a single Phoenix down to win. Lena prescribes a sedative to calm that Moogle down. Then I'm following behind him as he sheepishly walks to the Moogle village. I'll collect my payments from these chests, which includes the dancing dagger. Will I have to suffer with dance as a chemist? Kinda doubt it. All I need to do is find some turtles and farm them to extinction so I can suck everything to death. Moogle man, get Kryl and that geriatric dragon over here. I haven't forgotten the lore. And neither did the game, because the nameless Windrake's dying. I'm gonna be the one who gets the medicine. I know Kryl went to night school to become a chemist at some point, but I can't remember what episode that was. Besides, she's not a warrior of the crystal yet, so it doesn't count. I've got the quest, but I'm stomping around looking for the secrets. In the back, I found an angel robe, a chemist exclusive piece of gear. This has strong stats and makes you immune to poison. Huh. Should probably go on a known poison enjoyer. I left Ball, and I wandered around hoping for turtles, but there's nothing around here. Well, there is the gill turtle. Nah, that's not happening. I'm heading straight into Kelb to visit my beastie boys. Kelgar, you better watch yourself. You're about to get sucked off by the succubus kiss. Wait, I have no turtle shells. Okay, fine. Basic tackle. The tale of the Dawn Warriors. A tale as old as time itself. 4 bros coming to face off against an ancient evil and then not defeat it and leave it on an alien planet. God, I love those guys. Chemists have been juicing under the table, so they're in good company with Kelb's creatine snorters. That's right, all of the strength gear is on the table. +9 strength, yes please. You'd think that chemists wouldn't be great physical attackers, but they are absolutely smashing Drakenvale. And you know what? As soon as something undead shows up, I can just whip some 1000 HP high potions at them, but it simply wasn't necessary. Everything's getting slaughtered with strength maxed daggers. I can farm Dragon Fangs here from zombie dragons. Dragon Fangs will give me something to mix because there's not a single turtle in sight. As I headed to the top, I opted to save that rascally scamp Golem. Pharmacology high potions heal him for 1000 and deal 1000 damage to these undead dragons. The Golem will not forget this. Oh yeah, chemists can also use the bone mail. Seriously, what ridiculous class design. Save some gear options for everybody else. I've peaked with abilities since Galoof just learned mechs right as I reached the peak. Oh no, the dragon grass is attacking. Take this, idiot! The cursed dark matter combined with a phoenix down for a death potion. Dragon pod status dead. Now just to slice up those 3 remaining flowers and yeah, I instantly won. Lena even styled on them with a sword dance. Dragon grass acquired, I'm returning from Drakenvale, killing everything I see on my way down for more Dragon Fangs. Back in Kelb, I also went ahead and maxed out my item hoard once again. I must be prepared for any encounter. But the Windrake needs my help. Let me in! Okay, fine, I'll go a long way around. Kryl's got a headache or something. Take this soul of Zoc! It'll clear you right up. Yeah, he's gone forever now, but his sacrifice was not in vain. Lena once again must convince Kryl's nameless Windrake to ingest the edibles. After taking her share, of course. What was I thinking? Should have put the angel robe on Lena. But here's Chemist Kryl with the antidote. Windrake acquired and I'm on the hunt for turtles. I must acquire their shells. Wait a second. I know where one is right now. Just kidding, I won't steal Sage Guido's. Yet. And that, my friends, is because outside of Surgate Castle are land turtles, who are quite tough. I'm kind of regretting not farming 99 turtle shells outside of Karnak from grass turtles right now. There's gotta be a better way than just knifing them to death. I will consult the mix list. Ah, yet another kiss coming in clutch. Maiden's Kiss and Holy Water yields Blessed Kiss. This drops Berserk, Haste, and Image on a party member. Haste, as usual, is downright degenerate. And Berserk really did come in clutch on Neo Exdeath in Ninja and Thief only, but Chemist has it on demand. Turtle farming has significantly improved with that, but this is still going to take forever to stockpile all of those shells. At the very least, Maiden's Kisses and Holy Water are easily buyable. One eternity later and that's farming completed. At this point, there's no way that I'm not turtly enough for the Turtle Club. Fine, sink it. I didn't even want it anyways, Guido. I'd rather hang out with billionaire Zaza of the Dawn Warriors anyways. Also apparently a turtle farming tycoon. That's gotta be how he got so wealthy, right? But before I can ask him, Gilgamesh attacks? Listen guys, I'm Grug incarnate. I find one thing moderately good and useful and it becomes spammed endlessly. It helps that this is Blessed Kiss, which is also Grug mode because of Berserk. But I'm learning that the order of operations matters. Note to self, buff with Power Drink before getting slammed with Blessed Kiss. Them Berserker boys are doing real well, but before long Enkidu shows up using White Wind to eliminate all of my progress. We're just gonna kill him! We're just gonna kill him! On Gilgamesh too. Yeah, I forgot this one time he's vulnerable to instant death. Now down to Zaza's underwater sub. He must have made it for all of his turtle farming operations. See, it's all coming full circle. Inside the barrier tower now, and reflect rings are on the table, but I genuinely don't think I need them. There's gotta be a mix for reflect, right? There has to be, I just don't know what it is. But when the time comes, I'll find it. I'm running from everything in the barrier tower. I'm pretty high level, and I think the chicken knife may very well make an appearance. Got a blast! I lied. I tried firing for a few reflect rings anyways. But at the top, Interdimensional Maw Atmos appears. He's gonna try and suck me in. But I also have the capacity for sucking. Comet's coming out and Ferris eats it. But you know what? Bart's is slurping the power drink and then getting a nice blessed kiss from his bro Galoof. Oh, come on, man. Lena had a turn primed. You could have just waited. Oh well, she's gonna be drinking her power drinks too. Berserk and Haste is a match made in heaven. Bart's is slicing Atmos to ribbons. You know what? The gang's going all in. Berserk is a risk versus reward, but not in this fight where Atmos basically does nothing but suck. Ferris barely made it halfway across the board before Berserker Chemists crushed Atmos. Just like the barrier tower is about to crush Zaza when it collapses. I'll continue your empire of turtle farming, Zaza, starting with the most elusive turtle of them all. Sage Guido, you better hand over that shell right now. Oh, I have 99 and I can't stock it. You get a pass this time, and this time only. I will take the Guardian Branch as a consolation prize. Taking the underwater tunnel up to more, and you know what? If I'm willing to get my suck on, the second main gauche might actually get some usage. I will definitely take the air knives for more damage when I choose to Berserk, which is all the time apparently. I will take the new armor offerings, but I'm gonna continue enjoying my ripple in pecs and thighs. I will also enjoy the hidden Morning Star inside the forest because yes, I can actually use it. Back row, okay baby. Exdeath burns down the forest. I will simply hide in a hole. Fire can't burn you if you're sitting in a hole with your Moogle friends. Oh my god, that's a lot of crystal. That's gotta be worth hundreds of thousands of gil, right? Just gotta grab it and make a quick exit before Exdeath shows up to defend his stash. 4 times death potion via dark matter and Phoenix down. Yeah, farming all of those prototypes was definitely worth it for this exact moment. But I still wasn't fast enough and Exdeath showed up anyways. One blessed kiss is making Galoof see red, dude. He's too angry to die. But this is a Final Fantasy game, so cutscene death is inevitable. Galoof becomes noble sacrifice, and no amount of pharmacology knowledge can save him. Good thing there is a fully certified chemist right here. You're in the party now, Kryle. I'm very much looking forward to destroying Exdeath, something the Dawn Warriors couldn't ever achieve. Just like they can't achieve staying alive. The Ghost Dawn Warriors unlock the way, and you know what? Once again, I'm good. I don't need anything in Exdeath's castle. I am impressed by Chemist's general combat prowess, but I'm racing to the top and snagging this empty chest. Gilgamesh appears for another battle. He still hasn't learned his lesson. Instant blessed kisses on Bartz and Kryle because I haven't learned my lesson about pre-power drinking. Whoops. Lena and Ferris are guzzling down those speed shakes too. The girls just keep boosting themselves and they're alternating between attacking and spamming high potions. Just kidding, one more blessed kiss on Ferris since she's old it. God, I love Time Slip. And here's the risk-reward of Blessed Kiss in full force. 3 Berserkers and then Lena gets time-slept. Then Tinied too, why not? But did it matter? Not this time. Hasted Berserked Chemists deal a heck of a lot of damage. Berserk is definitely underrated for sure. Gilgamesh transforms and then Exdeath banishes him to the Shadow Realm, never to be seen again. Oh my god, just look at the time, the pharmacy's closing! Get your order in quick, Exdeath, and it better be a knuckle sandwich! Opening up with haste seems practical. Get sippin', everybody. A turn 1 death sentence is not unexpected from Exdeath over here. The rest of the gang rips power drinks and iron drafts. I'm using every single buff. Then Ferris uses a fun new mix. Turtle shell with an antidote makes turtle soup. This halves the defenses and magic defenses of the enemy. My chemists are beefed up. Let's do this. I'm rolling the dice with Berserk. Cryle's getting blessed kissed. Now I consult the mix list for even more power. Dragon Fang and Phoenix down for Protect, Shell, Reflect, and Regen? That's a pretty efficient turn right there. Let's get that up on everybody. I knew I didn't need Reflect Rings after all. Oh man, Exdeath is ripping dispels left and right. All of my beautiful buffs instantly stripped from me. I think it's time for a change of strategy. Everybody start sucking. Suck everything out. Every last drop of fluid slurped from Exdeath. Yeah, so Succubus Kiss is pretty strong, and honestly, probably my greatest option. Especially since whenever I slap a Blessed Kiss on Cryle, it's immediately countered with Dispel. Whatever, I'm not crying. I'll just return to Zaza's billion-dollar turtle farm once I've won, and the worlds merge back together. Which is right now! Should have taken a couple of aspirin before, my head hurts, man. Damn, Ferris was hiding those bazongas under that frumpy chemist outfit this whole time? But enough gawking. There are people who need my advanced chemistry knowledge. I'm going on the road on my trusty steed Boko, who immediately dumps me into a hole. Beautiful. The antlion attacks and he's instantly discording. I'll try a death potion. Yeah, why would anything nice ever happen? Another discord. Come on, man. Well, all I can do is buff up and berserk. Blessed Kiss on Bartz really was the right call. I'm really glad Discord only hit Cryle. I've reunited with the team. I'm calling her Frumpy Ferris because she's back in uniform. Hey, wait a second, a turtle. I am running a little low on turtle shells, but Exdeath stops me. Hang on, you're telling me I didn't win and this was all part of your plan? Even Sage Guido's over here coping about it. The 12 legendary weapons? Bro, all I need is 100 turtle shells and I will suck the life out of Exdeath. No fluids will go unslurped. Whatever, fine, I'll get the tablets. I'm straight into the Pyramid of Mora to take on the gargoyles. Double death potion sounds pretty good, but there was about a dozen other ways I could have handled these guys. Now I'm ripping over to Mora and snatching up the chicken knife, which is very low powered. Back into the pyramid, and you'll never guess that there's nothing I need or care about in here. What a shocker. Tablet acquired. I have the utmost confidence that Chemist is capable of crushing everything, but I have decided that I want to power up the chicken knife. If I'm gonna power up the chicken knife, there's no time like the present. I'm spending the standard hour and a half or so to grind it up to max attack power right here and now. It'd be pretty nice to have Scram or Smoke Bomb, but Chemist will have to do it the old-fashioned way. Cheese it! Alright, I've got the chicken knife, air knives, let's put on the Morning Star, and oh my god, Lena's got it. Oh, there she is! Can I have the Morning Star back? No, I have to fight a beautiful woman instead! I'm opening this fight by mixing Ether and Dragon Fang for Dragon Shielding! That should negate all fire, thunder, and ice damage, aka all Melusine really does. But still doesn't stop physicals. Alright, back to buffing across the board. Power drinks and iron drafts. Now, Bartz is getting the Blessed Kiss. All magic damage is getting negated, thanks Dragon Shield. Even through Melusine's ludicrously high physical defense, Bartz is hitting for 2200 damage. That's crazy. Melusine's not long for this world. And oh look, Elena's back in the party. I run immediately to my airship to dodge the Slurpening. I'm flying straight to Boko. Whoa, what? I've learned. Riding Boko to Istri takes you right past Kuza. I'm heading inside to grab the weapons that I can actually use. Starting with the Sage Staff. Then I'm grabbing the Flame Lash. Followed of course by the ever-present Assassin's Dagger. 2 weapons for Chemist is surprising, but who knows what the Sage Staff is all about. Couldn't possibly be me. I'm going vampire mode. I left Kuza, which unlocked the Monsters of the Void. That's a problem for later. I'm hopping back on Boko and heading to Istri Falls for the Magic Lamp. Yoinked! I return to my airship now and head straight to Phantom Village. Despite having easy access to haste via the drink command, Hermes sandals are still the best accessory in the game. But I just can't afford them. Not even close. I hawked all of the treasures I've been collecting behind the scenes. The white robe looks okay, but surely the angel robe is better. Still too broke for it though. I opted to buy 4 Lamia's tiaras so I can at least negate Confuse. Then I ran into the pub and snagged the thief knife and hoped that I never need to use it. But even so, this is one of my best weapons. I could actually buy more Morning Stars here in the secret shop, but I am again, totally broke. I'm freeing the Black Chocobo, and I think it's time to do a bit of farming. It's what Zaza would have wanted. The Merged Worlds turtle farm is a bit awkwardly placed. It's in the north part of this land bridge from Crescent towards Ball and Kelb. Thankfully, these are just grass tortoises from Bartz's world, so farming hundreds of turtle shells is easy. God knows that I'm gonna need them too. I have a desire to suck, and suck hard. 100 turtle shells netted me about 100,000 gil, so it's back to Phantom Village. 2 pairs of Hermes sandals, please, and 2 morning stars. That should be good for weapons. I've got 3 back rowers with morning stars and 1 chicken knifer. Let's get the show on the road. Straight into the island shrine. 2 death potions for these gargoyles and I'm in. The island shrine's just a big joke at this point. I'm headed straight to the bottom and collecting my tablet. Fighting the Wendigo first, of course. There's really nothing of note here. I spammed all of my buffing drinks and then I went to town. The shell game was unbelievably free. Surprisingly, the morning stars actually hit pretty hard, but chicken knifing Bart's was clearly the MVP. Tablet acquired, and what are next? That would be heading to the Phoenix Tower since I wanted a reflect ring after all, for some reason. Parthenopes dropped them, but they're a little hard to kill with all of these counterattacks. It turns out that they don't counter the suck, so Turtle Shell and Maiden's Kiss to spam Succubus Kiss it is. Which of course depletes my turtle shell stockpile, so I'm back to farming grass turtles for more. It's finally time for the Fork Tower. Lena's got a reflect ring and a dream, as usual. Lena's just gonna suck off all the guys on the way to the top, and then she's waiting her turn. 3 chemists will surely be strong enough to trash Minotaur easily. Yeah, so drinking for attack power and protect, then following up with Blessed Kiss is pretty good with the chicken knife, who could have guessed? 4100 damage a hit on Minotaur is disgusting. He's dead before I can even contemplate buffing the other 2. As for Lena, well, there's gotta be some secret strategies to kill Omniscient. Let's try the Succubus Kiss mix. Hang on, didn't work. Alright, let's try Shadow Flare. Also no go. Come on, surely something's gotta work. Dragon Breath, Holy Breath, all misses. There's gotta be something in here I can use. Of course, I'll mix Bacchus Wine for Berserk. That's a holy water and a turtle shell for you guys at home. Omniscient is berserkable, but it's generally not recommended because he takes off his robes and reveals himself to be the Muscle Wizard. And yeah, it hurts a lot. My plan's not done quite yet. I mix Dark Sai, which is eye drops and a Dragon Fang. This is a very strong blind along with Confuse and Sap. Lena used a high potion next and then immediately died because she was wearing the bone mail. Wes, you absolute dingus. Alright, I've got a strategy. I know I can do this. Lena, use every single buff that you got. Now it's time to be a little bit strategic. Bacchus Wine again for Berserk and then Dark Sai for Blind. Now my master plan comes to fruition. I can just spam Succubus Kiss over and over until I win. Omniscient can't cast any spells while he's berserking, and that includes Return. He can only flex and feel his best. In the back row, I can weather the occasional connection from Omniscient casting Fist. Succubus Kiss will suck that life right back into me. Omniscient has become a beef jerky-like husk. Lena slurped every drop of fluid from him. The Fork Tower collapses and I'm flying into the catapult and sit in mid are upgrading my ship into a slash submarine. The undersea trench is close, so sure, let's go ahead and do that one. One more set of Gargoyle Guardians down to a double death potion. Easy game, easy life. About the only thing of note down here is that every enemy in the undersea trench is undead. Spamming pharmacology high potions is a good way to re-kill everything down here, but kinda want those high potions for myself. At the bottom, you know what's happening. I could attempt to use Chemist abilities to take on the 3 gremlins in a trench coat, but how could I deny Odin his favorite kill? Tablet acquired, let's recharge the lamp on the way out and get the heck out of here. It's off to Istri Falls now. Double death potion on the Gargs again. I guess worth noting is that I obviously mastered Chemist at some point, which unlocked Recover and Revive. These abilities are okay, but they pale in comparison to Mix, so I peaked a long time ago. That's one way to kill some time as I get to the bottom of history. Tablet acquired and then the red guy shows up. Then Leviathan blows him away. Time for a battle. I don't have Coral Rings, so this is a little bit of a problem. I'm gonna mix Dragon Defense by mixing a Dragon Fang and Phoenix down on the whole party. This is Protect, Shell, Reflect, and Regen. That should negate most of Tidal Wave's damage. But you guys know that eel's a delicacy, right? Better slurp them down! It worked on Leviathan. It was very effective, in fact. Now I'm heading straight through the Jackal Cave to Odin. I will simply continue to spam Succubus Kiss. Worked on Odin too. Next on the sucking block must be Bahamut, because that's all that's left. Go-Go can stay go forever. I'm opening up with Dragon Defense again, and then Bartz is getting his power drink on with Blessed Kiss. Lena can have a Blessed Kiss too. Kryl and Ferris are in sucking mode though. Yeah, Bahamut's clock is getting cleaned. Didn't even see a single Mega Flare. Chemists are ready for the rift. At least I would be if I had any turtle shells left. My Dark Matter and Dragon Fang stockpiles are also running dangerously low. My empire of chemistry is built on a foundation of dead turtles. No plastic straws required this time. I'm knifing them to death. Now for Dragon Fangs. Well, that one's pretty easy. Drakenvale still exists in the Merge World, so I must return again. I farmed a lot of zombie dragons to stockpile Dragon Fangs, then I returned from Drakenvale. So nice, I did it twice. I only have 2 dark matters left. There's gotta be a place I can get more. Turns out that there is, but it's not anything I would have predicted. Yeah, the place to get dark matters is in the Desert of Moor. Desert Peds drop dark matters, allegedly. I'm not sure I ever saw one before I got bored and left. Listen, I know there's some dark matters in the chest inside the rift. It'll be okay. One final trip to Phantom to restock on items, and I'm heading into the rift. Right by where Tycoon Castle used to be. We've come full circle. Oh look, there's a few dark matters, I was right. I am once again running through the rift to face off against the bosses. In the forest, it's everyone's favorite BBW Califisteri. Listen gents, I've learned 2 things about women in my day. Every woman loves a good sign to hang in the house, and they love a good crystal. But free dating advice is worth exactly what you paid for it. What else can I say about Califisteri? I'm gonna berserk chicken knifing Barts with a blessed kiss. Everyone else is sucking with succubus kiss. This is an easy and free fight. A panda in the book is next. I wonder if there's any fun fire mixes I could use and abuse. I mean, probably, but instead I will continue to grug my way through this game on the back of turtle shells. A big smooch on Bart's gives him the rage. He's seeing red, dude. Otherwise, a panda sucks me, and then I suck him. It's just trading that same 500 HP back and forth. But my chemists are well versed in the art of sucking. They suck so hard I overpower a panda. Dude didn't stand a chance. Through the castle in the sky and straight into the dungeons. What's Azumagia doing down here, I wonder? Darkspark? Dude, sick. Hang on, you get a double turn? Instant death from roulette? I have a superior solution to that. I will mix Resurrection with a potion and Phoenix Down. This is just a full revive, but that's a surprisingly cheap way to do it. Turn efficient too. Back to Blessed Kissing Boys. There's Mighty Guard. I'm thinking we have Turtle Soup for that. Halved defenses for the low cost of a turtle shell and antidote? Yes, please. I feel like I'm gonna run out of turtle shells, so let's resort to more blessed kisses. Question mark was a good choice there, Azumagia. Quick, resurrection again. He has risen. I gave Bart's a big smooch again, but Azumagia's really got it out for him. Old? There's a mix for that, I know it. Ah, yes. Smelling salts. Antidote with eye drops. This cures Berserk too, but Old's far too debilitating to leave up. Plus, I could just use Blessed Kiss again. That's an Azumagia fight of all time. Berserk is incredibly strong, and I've really never touched it. I've been sleeping on it for sure. Imagine learning and using game mechanics to improve as a gamer. Chemists have another mix trick up their sleeves. I just need to get into a random battle first. Levy Salve is mixed from Antidote and a Maiden's Kiss. That's float status on. With float on, I can drop a reflect on to lock float in, and suddenly this big eyeball catastrophe is unbelievably dead for free. 1000 Gs gets negated, and now I can just melee him to death while he desperately tries to do, well, anything. Blessed Kiss makes short work of him. Love a freebie on Catastrophe. A fellow big smoocher, huh? I've smooched so much this playthrough, it's unreal. What's Halicarnassus gonna do, turn me into a frog? Oh. 4 Maiden's Kisses taxed. Man, am I legitimately gonna run out? That's a genuine concern that I can honestly say I've never, ever had before. I'm not afraid of Halicarnassus, and I have no respect for her, so I'm just resorting to 2 Blessed Kisses and letting Bartz and Ferris slug it out. Halicarnassus did not survive. The terrible Twintanya's up next. What crazy strategy could Chemist possibly employ? Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and spam high potions until he starts charging Giga Flare. Then I just threw a death potion at him. That's what we call a freebie, folks. Into the Crystal Dimension. Man, how much do you think all that crystal's worth? 2 Blessed Kisses make short work of Gate Guardian Gilgamesh. I've won. But will the Necrophobe be so easy? Let's touch the light and find out. New mix unlocked. Double Turtle Shell yields the Protect Potion for Protect and Shell. That's gonna neuter those barriers. But why neuter when you can kill? I'm ripping Death Potions again with Dark Matter and a Phoenix Down. That's 1 barrier gone. And that's 2 with another Protect Potion coming out. Too slow. I ate a flare. 500 damage flares are really not scary at all. That's regular high potion tier. I've got everyone beefed up with Protect and Shell. I even slammed some Goliath tonics for double health. Buffs ahoy! I'm resorting to physicals. Why am I doing it this way? Oh right, it's because I'm running out of dark matters. Instant death is pretty fun, but I'm not in any real danger here. I've got 1000 HP high potions and the barriers are barely damaging me. And very smartly, I death potioned the back row barriers so I do full damage to the remaining ones with physicals. Yeah, sometimes I surprise even myself. The last barrier falls and Flash comes out from Necrophobe and it completely whiffed. Turtle Soup mix to cut his defenses, but what does Necrophobe taste like? I just gotta do a couple of sucks, I just had to make sure, I gotta try, right? Unlike most jobs that are sitting here throwing potions in a panic, Chemists could actually just keep swinging their knives. Gilgamesh shows up and that's the fight completely in the bag. I have 67 turtle shells, 25 dragon fangs, and a handful of dark matters left. Surely this is gonna be good enough, right? It really better be, because I'm like level 45 because of all of this ingredient grinding and I don't want to do more. Exdeath, your Crystal Empire is coming under new management. You may have the power of the Void, but I've got the power of Ghost Dads. And I guess Kelgar and Zaza are here too. Thanks for all of the turtle shells, by the way, Zaza. Instant white hole, bro, come on, can we not do this time? And oh boy, Ferris sitting in the front row, that was a mistake. I can't take any of these items with me, so I'm buffing like crazy. Lena performs a resurrection, and that's definitely a better way to deal with white hole. This truly is better living through chemistry. I'm scared of being killed, so dragon defense it is. Protect, shell, reflect, and regen across the board. Exdeath's really got it out for Bart's this time. White hole's been a problem, so let's try and deal with that. Life shields here by mixing a Phoenix down in holy water. That should prevent instant death, on everyone who's alive at least. Well, looks like that worked because the white hole was just petrify. 1 turn to recover from white hole is a heck of a lot better than 2. Bart's is revived and then Cryo gets hit with white hole again, killing her. Great, life shield works exactly 1 time, just beautiful. The Chemist managed to stabilize though. Exdeath took a break from white hole to get some sucker punches in. For my next mix, it's Dragon Kiss via Maiden's Kiss and Dragon Fang. This makes the targets heavy and dragon type. Heavy should permanently negate instant death attacks, unlike that lowly life shield. The buff train has no brakes. Hero cocktails are getting drunk for more levels. Dragon Kiss is really doing what life shield can't. A white hole connects for petrify, but Ferris survives. As a rock. How about a little turtle thoop, Exdeath? Say goodbye to your defenses. I'm finally ready. I'm buffed up to the extreme. Lena's given Bart's the blessed kiss. It's finally time to do some damage. Oh my god, 5,000 damage chicken knife swings. That's crazy. Well, my friends, if you thought I was going to use every last turtle shell in my inventory sucking off Exdeath, you'd be exactly correct. I'm tapping that tree and slurping up all of that delicious maple syrup flavor. Flare comes out and it barely dents Bart's. This season is crazy. Tree Exdeath's completely tapped out. I sucked all of his fluids out. Neo Exdeath rolls onto the scene, and the best part about all of this is I get to keep every single one of my buffs. But I'm gonna make it as easy on myself as possible. That big beefy dude who can only physically attack? Yeah, you can blind him. Pocket sand! I mean dark side. The lamp must be used. See, you have to use it, otherwise the lady in the back hits you with Eriga. It's a whole thing. It's completely unacceptable. Odin comes out and she gets exactly what she's got coming to her. I know this fight's in the bag, but why take any risks? I'm sucking off the back part with Succubus Kiss and working through the lamp to get down to Earthwall. Almagest comes out and it's 720 damage on Bart's. The rest whiffed. This is just embarrassing, bro. It's time to pack it in. Golem returns to repay his debt with Earthwall. With Earthwall out, Ferris can get back to sucking like the rest of them. Here's Grand Cross, though. Just double petrify, I can deal with that. Oh my god, Lena's olded, isn't she? Wait, I can actually cure that for once. Smelling salts! Berserker Bart's is a core part of this strategy. He's getting blessed kissed again. Now the girls return to sucking off the back parts. Yeah, I'll just eat the Almagust while slurping your juices to heal myself, Exdeath. If Bart's is gonna die, I'll just resurrect them. One more Grand Cross for Petrify and Toad. That's an easy fix with off-the-shelf remedies. The back part was sucked completely dry. Its withered husk is all that remains. 2 parts on Exdeath left, so do I need to adjust my strategy? Probably not. Well, okay, now I do, since I accidentally blessed kissed the big beefy dude. That's a big problem. Let's fix that real quick. Yeah, let's just use Remedy via Turtle Shell and clear all of those statuses. That means I gotta throw up another Dark Sigh. I've surely got enough turtle shells to suck what's left. I'm slurping, Bart's is slicing. But it turns out I really am almost out of Maiden's Kisses. That I would never have seen coming, not in a million years. The girls are back to slugging it with flails. The bottom part falls, and I'm using the last of my Maiden Kisses to slurp the remnants of fluids from the top part. I will never dodge this phase, will I? Bart's is toasted, and here's Meteor. Thank God for Giant Tonics and Shell, for real. I must perform the resurrection. Oh, Earthwall, nice of you to show up in my hour of need. That's also the final Maiden's Kiss. I'm officially out of sucking power. Bart's, this is all up to you. And he did not let me down. That's Final Fantasy V completed using exclusively Chemists. Final Fantasy V was casually completed using exclusively Chemists in 12 hours, 41 minutes, and 37 seconds at level 45. A very, and I mean very, painless playthrough. On first glance, you'd think that Chemists are just a support class, but they've got some surprising heft in the physical department. They completely dust Bard, Geomancer, and the lowly Thief in terms of just smacking stuff around with daggers. Definitely not what I expected from the guy at the pharmacy. The only real problems Chemist suffers from is a lot like what Beastmaster suffers from. You gotta play with the mix spreadsheet handy. Sure, eventually you'll memorize the strong and common mixes, but it does take a little bit of time. Even then, there's just too many mixes to keep track of. Neo Exdeath specifically was a bit of a pain because it's the last very tough fight. I had to resort to using a lot of mixes that I'd never used before. I spent a lot of time idling in the menu looking at the spreadsheet for the right mix that I needed at the time. That's not a particularly fun way to play the game, even though I streamlined it with my own spreadsheet, which you can check out if you're one of my blessed Buster boys. The next problem with Chemist is farming ingredients is super tedious. You need to farm a lot of turtle shells, dark matters, and dragon fangs just to actually use the mix command. I spent a very long time outside Castle Surgate. Then I spent just as much time on the land bridge in the merged world farming for turtle shells. If you want my advice, stock up on the easy grass tortoises outside of Karnak and Bartz's world if you're ever going to use Chemist. I was laser focused on farming dark matters from prototypes for this run. While it was worthwhile, I really should have been eradicating every turtle from existence. Live and learn from my mistakes, friends. Abuse succubus kiss. Getting a bunch of dark matters is still a really good idea though. Same thing with farming loads of dragon fangs while you're in Drakenvale. Yeah, it's probably the least surprising thing in the world to hear, but Chemist is pretty ridiculous. It has surprisingly good physical attack power with good equipment options. Pharmacology alone providing double healing from high potions would probably have been enough to beat the game. Let alone the self buffs from drink and the even more busted mix. I also feel like I barely scratched the surface with mix because I just didn't need to. Death Potion, Blessed Kiss, and Succubus Kiss were more than enough to crush most of the game. A lot of the other stuff I tried like Shadow Flare and Holy Breath either whiffed or was just straight up less good than a classic suck. Never underestimate the power of the suck. I'll take a free win whenever I can after that degenerate thief. Chemist is complete, which means the Earth Crystal is also finished. That only leaves one of the quote-unquote real jobs left. The Wind Crystal's White Mage. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time where I take 1,000,000 years to beat everything to death with flails.